Hello, everyone. This is Hades Omega here, and I'm doing like a 5,000 mile review on my Caberg Tourmax. I've had it for a couple months now, and here it is. And I just wanted to do like a follow up review after I've put some miles onto it. So before I do that, if you wanted more like info on the helmet, like an unboxing, go watch my other video where I unbox it and I take a look at it and stuff. But I'm just gonna go over like what I think about the helmet basically and what modifications I've done to the helmet since I've had it. So let's start with the modifications first. Biggest one being communications. I got a SENA SMH10. I like this guy because you can detach it and you can charge it. Cool. Yeah, why won't it focus? Anyway, yeah, it makes it easier to charge, and if I want to lock up the helmet or something, I just take this guy off, and then I don't have to worry about it getting stolen or anything. And the way it works is it's got a mount here, and then this just clamps on here, and then open up the chin bar. I can't seem to get it all the way up with my one hand, but and then it has the boom microphone right here. There is a stick-on microphone that can go inside here, but I think the boom microphone is fine. I've used it for like 5,000 miles and works great. There's even a little recess here. Let's use this microphone. It's actually shaped for it, right, perfectly for it, and it fits in there perfectly. So it works good with the SENA SMH10. It's almost like it's made for it. And then just the wires are just routed right under here. You can barely know. You don't even notice them. They're just right under here. And like the wires, one of the speakers is behind this little foam dealy here, and the same thing with the other side. And then the wires are like hidden behind all the padding. It is a pain in the ass to get in there, though. Sort of. Taking the foam liner off of this is a pain in the ass. It's the most difficult helmet I've taken apart. Cheek pads not so bad, but the actual liner, the one that you actually sweat the most in, is the hardest one to take off. It's got these little tabs, and they connect into here, like they snap into there. And then there's some other plastic tabs that you have to tuck in the styrofoam and stuff, and then it's got all this intricate padding back here. It's a real pain in the ass to take out and clean. This is one of the hardest helmets I've had that for trying to clean it, you know. But you can still take it out. So I've had what was that? One of the It was Shoei. Yeah, I had a Shoei helmet, and you could not take the padding out. I'm like, what kind of hell? What? This is one of those fancy, very expensive Japanese helmets, and can't take it out. Maybe it was an older model. I don't know. Anyway, so that works great. Lock it again. You can talk with it with the chin bar up too, because it has the boom mic. That's good. And another modification, I have camera mounts on my helmet now. I have two. I have the side mount. This one is basically double-sided taped here, and the double-sided tape is very strong. It's not gonna come off. I was kind of leery about it before, but I took it 5,000 miles on and off road, and it's still on there. I don't use this one as much. I have to say the camera mounted here is better because you can see the handlebars. It's a lower position. But I have like a windscreen, and I have my cell phone on the handlebar, and my cell phone is massive. So So that's like all you seem to see. But if you take the windscreen off and you lower the cell phone, it looks great. You can see the handlebars and everything. Most of the time I'll use this guy. But I've noticed you have to keep it all the way up or else you're not going to see everything. And what I don't like is the peak is flimsy on this. So if you move this, it bends the peak. I'm afraid it might break it, but for now it's hanging in there. And this isn't very secure. It's just only got 2 zip ties on it. It's not as secure as the Zeus helmet. What else? But oh yeah, and I have this setup works pretty good because I can just move the camera from here to here easily, and what is it, the microphone cord, it's tucked under here, but I can easily move it from up here to here, and if I don't want to use it, I have this Velcro I put on it. So if I want to run without a camera, all I have to do is go like this, wrap it around this bad boy, and then just put it down there. I could even, damn it, come on, focus you. It's not being very cooperative. Anyway, yeah, so I could probably put more Velcro like on this side if I wanted to keep it here too, but this extends it all the way. And if I want to take the camera out, all I have to do is pinch these two right here, pull it out, and then just stick it up here. Yeah, so that's it for the camera. Works great. I lost the cap from my camera. I don't know where the hell it went. I actually had to ride through the rain with it, which also I will explain in this helmet. Other modifications. Oh, I did install the pin lock insert. Ugh, some dead bugs on it, but yeah, you can barely tell it's on there, but look closely, it's on there, right there. Now it does help with the fogging. It's kind of a pain in the ass to put in. You do have to take the screws out and then take the whole face shield assembly out to put it on. And I've already scratched the face shield. What else? But when I rode with it in the rain, like if it's like cold and your breath will like stick to it a little bit and then it'll just disappear right away. It's kind of cool. But if it's like really raining, like really wet, it kind of does fog up and like condensation gets stuck in between it, I think, or I'm not sure what happened, but it's just when I ride with this in the rain and it's really damp out, it kind of gets foggy still. So, but yeah, everything is just not as clear looking anymore. Oh, and one other mod I did is I added a helmet light. I found this at the base exchange at Edwards Air Force Base. It's like a little it's like a keychain light basically, and I just have some Velcro on here, and then I just stuck it on there because I always ran into this problem where I had to do night riding off road, and I wanted to read a map, or I wanted to read a map or something. And I wanted to turn the headlights off, so it would be totally dark and I couldn't see anything. So I said, "Oh man, I really need like a map reading light on the helmet or some kind of helmet light, because I have a headlight, like one of those LED headlights that you can wear, like a headband, and those are great for when you're working on stuff." So I was like, why don't they have stuff like this for a helmet? Well, I MacGyvered up something. I bought this at the base exchange for like $6. I wish I'd bought like 2 more. I don't really know where to find any of these, but it's made by Duracell or Energizer, one of them battery brands. Let's see if we can. It's hard to see. But it has a button. Press it once, and then if you leave it on for a little while, you press it again, it'll turn off. if you press it twice really fast, it adjusts the intensity of the light. And then if you press it 3 times really fast, it blinks. So it can act like it's like a safety thing also, like so people can see you. Like if you just happen to be riding on trails at night, it's a little something extra for people to notice you. And I do like that feature where it just turns off if you leave it on. So that's one of my gripe. It's like, oh, what if I had to turn it off and then you'd have to cycle through that? But it doesn't do that. It actually waits, and then after the wait delay, it'll turn off right away. So I really like it. It works really good. I've used it. Had to use it a couple times at night. All right, so let's get on to the 5,000 mile review. So I went on 2 trips. I went to Oregon with my buddies, Oregon and Washington. We did a big loop, and that was about 2,400 miles. And then like 2 or 3 weeks later, I did a solo trip to, it was a dual sporting trip to, let's see, it was Yosemite and Death Valley. Oh, wow, this thing is just not focusing very well. Anyway, so yeah, so there it is. And this is what I think about it. If you're gonna ride in the woods, let's start with the face shield. If you're gonna ride in the woods, make sure you use goggles, because now I know why you use goggles. So because they don't get scratched up as easily, or they're not as expensive to replace. But I'm sure maybe I could polish that out, maybe. But yeah, a couple branches came and scratched the face shield. Also, about the face shield, when it gets wet, depending on what position it's in, if it's like up here, it might catch some water. It's a real pain in the ass to wipe the water out with a cloth or something. You have to kind of like floss it in there, like open it a little bit, and feed it under this here, and then pull it out to get all the droplets out. And I've had to clean a lot of bugs off of this guy. No problem. It's pretty scratch resistant. It's just that's just my bad that I scratched that. The pin lock, like I said, it works pretty good. When it's like really, really damp out though, it's just not clear, But I haven't had any problems with the pin lock. I like it. It's on there. It's there to stay. My biggest gripe about the helmet is the padding, or not even the padding, the ventilation system. I was worried about it before, like, oh yeah, this is a really warm helmet, and actually it's kind of weird the way the vent works on this. You'd think like if you pull it back, it would close it, it would open it, right? Because like you're pulling it back, you're opening something, but it's the opposite. Actually, moving it forward opens the vent on the top. But it doesn't really make a difference. I don't notice any difference. Where you sweat the most is the forehead right here. So I try to wear a head sock when I wear if I'm gonna do a lot of riding, or if it's hot out, it's just to so I don't get the helmet all yucky so fast. But it's not comfortable riding with the head sock on this. I don't know why. It's broken in a little bit. It's gotten a little more comfortable. I notice if I talk a lot in it, my cheeks hurt a lot still. So, well, at least I don't know about now, but this ratcheting strap is great. I love it. No problems with it. Like I said, the padding is a pain in the ass to wash. Cheek pads are easy to take out, but and plus I got all these wires and stuff in there. It's a real pain in the ass to clean. But I just throw it in the washing machine, and then I just let it air dry. So it works. I guess you could just, since the forehead is really the one that sweats the most in the helmet, though, you can probably just get a wet cloth and wet it, and then suck it up with the dry cloth. But yeah, my biggest gripe is ventilation on this helmet. Your head just cooks in it. When it was very cold riding in it, like freezing, like almost 30 degrees, my head is nice and toasty in it. So it will keep your head warm. Believe me. I've ridden it into temperatures as low as 30 something degrees, and as high as almost 100 degrees. And I guess it's okay once you start sweating, but yeah, the ventilation is very poor on this helmet. You can't feel any ventilation at all unless you crack the visor open. Which is why most of the time I ride with this guy. So I kind of use this as like a sunglasses or safety glasses. It works great. I don't know how I got by without one of these before. It's such a great feature, and I haven't had any problems with it. It still works. It's not loose or anything. Maybe see, it doesn't move at all. It's well engineered piece of plastic. Keeps the sun out of your eyes. It looks cool, and it's nice and dark. So I'm totally satisfied with that. What else? So one thing I've noticed is that this helmet is kind of flimsy too. The plastic is flimsy. Like here, the peak. Look at how it flexes like that. I mean, I understand. Yeah, okay. It's a special helmet. That's only not very many helmets can do this. So I mean, that's probably what you're giving up. You know, rigidity. But I haven't had any problems with putting the helmet up like this. It doesn't mind at all. Let me see if I can get it to lock. Okay, so I got it to lock. I don't ride it like this unless I'm not going fast. Yeah, I haven't had any problems with the modular system, but it's look at the plastic. Plastic is very flimsy on this one. I never had a helmet with plastic this flimsy. I don't know how it is in a crash. I've never crashed with it or had a big spill in it, but look at this. See, I know it tightens up when you when you lock the chin bar in, but look at that. See, it's all creaky and stuff. Looks like it's gonna come apart or something. Plastic is, well, okay. Back here it's okay. It's just really flimsy, like right here, and the chin bar plastic is really flimsy here. That's kind of my gripes about it. It's not a big deal. What else to talk about? Let me talk about the padding again. So the padding, it's pretty snug. Feels snug and secure, but the foam, like most helmets, the foam will probably end like here or something. You'll have some more support in the front. It just feels like, yeah, it feels like you're wearing like an open face all the time. It's just odd feeling, but that's okay. Yeah. So my impressions on the helmet is very good helmet. Best feature is this. That's what I like the best. The peak comes in handy. It's saved my ass a couple times when it's not a very big peak, and it's not the most usable peak. I'll tell you that. It's your typical dual sport peak. Oh yeah. Let me talk about aerodynamics. This is very aerodynamic dual sport helmet. I've had dual sport helmets before, and you do head checks, and it'll pick it up. Now this one will pick it up, but for the most part, it's not bad. It won't like tear your head off. It's very good. It's very aerodynamic helmet. But it's not very quiet either. Everyone says it's quiet, but to me, well, compared to my old helmets, it's a little bit noisier than them, and that's partly because I think the plastic is so thin on it, you know. So what you can take these little see these. I'll take it out really quick. See, you can take these out. These are little foam inserts, but I guess if you're gonna wear earplugs, you can take them out and then wear earplugs. But I tried wearing earplugs with this, and it's not comfortable with it because of these. But if you take these out, you got a nice. There's a huge pocket for your ears. But yeah, let's take one out. Or let's see if you go in there. Let's see if I can get the flashlight. In there. Okay. See, if you look in there, see this white part here? That's the plastic on the helmet. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. You're practically touching the outer shell of the helmet right there. So there's not a whole lot between you and the plastic outside the helmet. So with these, without these, it's very loud. You can hear the wind a lot. But if you put these back in, and the speakers are in here. Let me see if I can show. Speakers, where are you? Yeah, you can't see it, but it's where my finger is. My middle finger is right now. It's back there. That's where the speakers are for my communicator. And without the padding, it's very loud. And then with the padding, it's much better. So it kind of acts like a earmuff sorta. Yeah, it doesn't really make the helmet much warmer either. So I would say just keep these in. Even if you even have to put the speakers, I can hear the music. I can hear music or talking, whatever, fine through this. Sometimes I notice I have to turn the volume all the way up on this to be able to hear this while like on the freeway or something. So yeah, it's a pretty noisy helmet. It's definitely not unbearable though. With these padding inserts in, it's not too bad. And if you take them off and you wear earplugs, then that'll work also. But I don't like wearing earplugs while I ride. So, but yep. So yeah, it's a very aerodynamic helmet, which is very strange because it's very noisy at the same time. So I don't know. I wish the ventilation was better. But that's about it. Yeah, they just if they can get this thing to flow more air and you could adjust the amount of air coming out of it. Like there's not even an exhaust on it, so it's yeah, I don't think they thought about the ventilation very well on it. Like, yeah, you're gonna be riding in a whole bunch of different conditions, you know, you want some good airflow. It's definitely an excellent touring helmet. I highly recommend it. If you're gonna do a lot of dirt, maybe it's not the best helmet for you because the ventilation is poor on it. If you wear glasses, this is a great helmet because it's modular. You can easily put them on. You can even double up on sunglasses, right? So you wear some sunglasses under it, and then you wear this thing. If it's super bright out, you know, that'll do the trick. And you can use this as like a sunglass or safety. Maybe just like don't look up a lot, you know. But I've used it with this up like that, and it's good. But if it's really warm, if it's really warm and then it's dark out, then you can't use this, and then you can't take the shield up. So maybe that's a good time to bring like safety glasses or something. I don't know, but yeah, the best thing to do if your head's like heating up a lot is just crack this open a little, or open it up all the way. You know, that's my only suggestion. Padding's good. It's comfortable. I don't know. It's just a pain in the ass to clean. I wish it would loosen up faster. It's still pretty tight, but I can feel it. It's breaking in pretty good. It's starting to feel good now. So camera mounting's not bad. Ooh, this is actually on the chin bar. So both of these move when you move this up, the chin bar up. So that's kind of like you can't shoot video while the chin bar is up. So that's kind of just a little downside. It's not a big deal. because I usually ride it in a closed state. What else? Another thing I kind of don't like is the chin bar release. I don't like it here. It's kind of hard to press too. Maybe I need to lube it or something. Put some silicone lubricant on it or something. But it's pretty hard to press. I've had helmets where it's like down here, and it's brilliant. Why not put a button here? Because you're doing the same motion. You're pulling up on the chin bar and you're releasing it at the same time. It's the whole thing. Here, you gotta press it down here and then you gotta pull it up. You know, it just makes it harder. You know, and the mechanism to move the chin bar up is kind of, I don't know. It's not super smooth. It doesn't lock into place very easily. Like I said, maybe my helmet's just dirty and I need to put some lubrication on the hinges and stuff. There's more moving parts on it. That's what I'm trying to get and say. But yeah, it's a great helmet. I like it. Best feature is the best feature. The worst problem is the ventilation. If they can find a way to adjust the ventilation and create more ventilation in it, it'll be a great helmet. Can wear it with goggles. It's comfortable with goggles. It's and the second biggest gripe is it's kind of noisy. It's a little bit noisy, but I can live with it, especially if I'm playing music. So it's not too bad. But it does get on my nerves sometimes. But it'll definitely keep your head nice and warm and toasty if you live in a cooler climate. This is how you make a helmet light. It works awesome. I don't know how long that will last, but I was trying to look for helmet lights on the internet. What the heck? It didn't turn off. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to look for helmet lights online, and they didn't sell one that was cheap and that really worked. So I just MacGyvered this, and it works perfectly. So if you could find some kind of light like this and Velcro, it works great. If you plan to do night riding at night, it's good. I have not used this locking feature here. I do not ride with it in the up position unless I'm riding around in a parking lot or something, But I mean, I guess it's nice it's there. So, and I do have a dot sticker on it now. I added on dot sticker. But let's hope it comes to the US, because I need a new face shield. I guess I could import one, but I'd rather not. So yep, it's a great helmet. I highly recommend it. If you're gonna do more dirt riding, if you're gonna do more dirt riding than street riding, I don't recommend it. You're probably better off with the AFX 41